Hello Taurus, thank you for joining me. It's Sandra here from Wolf Moon Tarot. This is going to be your Fairy Oracle reading for June 2021. I hope you're all well wherever you are. I've pre-shuffled the cards to get your energy into the cards, and we'll start off with the Animal Spirit Oracle deck, just to take a couple of cards to get your reading started. It's a general reading, Taurus, so take what resonates but leave what doesn't behind. For somebody else perhaps. So I'll just do a final shuffle now of the Animal Spirit. So first of all we have Be Peace, Dove Spirit. So this is about finding that peaceful place within yourself, to be at peace within yourself. Which is so important, isn't it? And you know, in this day and age when there's so much information that's sort of almost bombarding us, isn't it, all the time? And so it can make us feel a little bit churned up, can't it, and preoccupied. But Dove Spirit's coming in and saying, so be peace. That's beautiful energy. And then we have Brown Bear Spirit. Take time out, give yourself a break. And I suppose in a way they do go together, don't they? So be peace and take time out. So this is about having rest, having, you know, switch off time, being kind to yourself. All right, from the hustle, take time out from the hustle and the bustle. Okay, interesting. So let's see where we're going. Just do a final shuffle of the Fairy Oracle cards by Brian Froud. So we have the heart of your reading, the challenges for you, what's in your power ×2, a possible outcome, and then something else that your guides would like to say to you. And at the bottom of the deck we have Luminous Loom. Now this is an energy of when our glass is half empty rather than being half full. Looking at things a bit negatively, on the negative side of things, expecting the worst, that sort of an energy. So I'll just put it to one side and let's see where we're going. And I'll just do another shuffle and we'll just clarify the cards that are on the table. Just clarify the cards that are on the table, please. At the bottom of the deck this time we have Oval Parrot. And this is about communication, all sorts of communication, but there's something about communication here. Perhaps being mindful of communication. This is pointing to his throat chakra here, which is about conversation. It could be listening, because you see Oval Parrot's antennae are lit up. So this is, you know, listening, receiving information, making sure to listen closely to conversation, and then being mindful of how you respond perhaps. But it's something to do with communication of some sort. And perhaps if we look at these two together, Luminous Loom, do we have a negative feeling about some form of communication with somebody, or about how we've been communicating perhaps? But let's see, we'll just put those to one side. Alright, so at the heart of your reading we've got the Sage and the Master Maker. The Sage, this is about tapping into your inner wisdom. You see the Sage has got one eye looking out, but he's got one eye that looks white. It looks like there's no sight, but it means he's looking inward. So whatever he sees outwardly, he's able to look inward and make sense of it. So this is about deep wisdom, deep intuition. The Sage is a very contemporary energy. He understands about the progress of time. You have to keep up to date. So, you know, at the time of tapping into his intuition and drawing on his inner wisdom, he doesn't do it from an old style, if you like. He's very much up to date with contemporary issues and contemporary ways of thinking. So this is right at the heart of your reading, and so this is something about tapping into your intuition, using your wisdom, Taurus, to do with a situation. Possibly drawing on, there may be somebody around you that you can tap into their intuition also. Now, the clarifier is the Master Maker, and the Master Maker, this is being better, they're far better than whatever you thought you could be. So the Master Maker, if we think about doing a skill at work, for example, being skilled at what you do and thinking that you've got to the top of your tree, you're doing the very best you possibly can, you can't get any better. Well, the Master Maker energy says yes, you can expand even more, you can excel, you can become more skilled, you can do even more. So that's the energy of the Master Maker. So, and now that's a clarifier for the Sage. So I feel whatever it is you've been tapping into your intuition to do with, to get more understanding about, then just when you thought you'd got all the information or all of the clarity about something, the Master Maker is saying, no, you need to get more information. You will get more information. There is more to find out. You know, there is more to be revealed. All right. So that's for somebody or for some of you, Taurus. So let's see where this is going. So the challenge for you is Mikla Mukl and the death and rebirth energy. So Mikla Mukl is, this is very much about, it's the innocent childlike energy. Taking each day as it comes, enjoying the moment, not thinking about the past, not thinking about the future, just enjoying each moment as it comes. This is a challenge for some of you, Taurus, at this time. Now, we have the death here and transformation energy. Now, I'm just being drawn back to Mikla Mukl. For some of you, this may be referring to a younger person, a childlike energy. And I say that because we've got the death and transformation energy. And it could be that the challenge for some of you, Taurus, is an ending of childhood for somebody, or you know, perhaps for a child growing up, for example, no longer being a young child, because of transformation, growing up, as simple as that, just growing up, and bringing new energy to the situation. But for some of you, Taurus, this may be a challenge for you. Right, for others, it could be that it may be that you're feeling for yourself, it's the challenge to be able to tap into the Mikla Mukl energy. You know, just take each day as it comes, because of life, because of everyday responsibilities, because of having to take on more responsibility, perhaps. You know, so something, you know, carefree, energies of feeling carefree are perhaps are coming to an end for some of you. But it's a transformation energy, and it brings a gift of a new way of being. All right, but these are challenges for you, whatever it means to you, Taurus. Okay, so what's in your power at this time? Well, we have the Singer of the Chalice and we have honesty. So the singer of the chalice, this is very much within your power. So the singer of the chalice is it's about being open, Taurus, to the lovely, benevolent, joyful, positive energies coming down for you now. Joy, optimism, transformation, blessings, happiness, growth, progress, all these lovely energies coming down, and the singer of the chalice wants you to be open to this, to these changes, these energies coming down for you. The clarifier is honesty. Now this is about being honest. I feel this is about being honest with yourself. Being honest with yourself about this period of, I feel it's a period of change. And there's a period of change and transformation happening within and around you, for some of you, Taurus. And there's lots of fantastic energies coming down for you. But it's just looking at them honestly and, you know, facing them and being honest with yourself about what it means for you, I feel, you know. What it means for you within yourself and within your environment, and perhaps in your connection with people around you. So there's certainly it's a fantastic energy, the singer of the chalices. But you know, sometimes it's not always taken us in a direction that we particularly envisaged, you know. Okay, let's see. What else is in your power? Well, we have the singer of healing and we have Sylvanus. The singer of healing is very much as it says on the tin. This is being open up to the healing now. So there's a need for healing. There is healing coming down for you, Taurus, or for somebody around you. So healing energies coming down for you. Coming down and also coming up from you. These are the earth energy coming up here, as well as the healing coming down for you. Alright, so this is a time of healing. But, you know, be open to that. Or it's generally an energy of healing around you. Or a message of healing in some way. So, the clarifier is Sylvanus. Now, Sylvanus is the fairy of aspiration. So, we've got himself here, which is the paternalistic, benevolent energy, universal energy, lifting the mask up on your aspirations. So what is it that you are really deeply within you, what it is you're aspiring to? Is it something to do with healing? Is it as you are healing, or as somebody around you is healing, that the mask is going to lift and you're going to be able to look at what it is you're aspiring to, what it is in your deepest desires, what it is that you want. And we've got the fairy sword here that's being held ready to be used, and when that's used, that's to cut away what's not meaningful in your life any longer. It's cut away that which has had its day, if you like, to be victorious in a new area, and that's where the fairy of aspiration comes in. There's something about healing and aspiration. I'm just looking at the cards now, and it could be that this is about sort of maturing and growing up a little bit, I feel, for somebody or for some of you. That you are going to grow more, you're going to expand more, become more skilled, develop more in a certain area, and particularly to do with your intuition. And sort of the challenge for you is perhaps, you know, you're quite comfortable in just taking each day as it comes, you know, enjoying life. But it looks like that sort of is going to come to an end up to a point because of transformation, because of growing up, perhaps maturing. So, but there's going to bring with it its own gift. And there is being open to what's coming down for you, but being honest with yourself about this. And then there's something to do with healing and aspiration being revealed. Because at the very beginning we had luminous loom, didn't we? Somebody who's an energy that glass is half empty. So are some of you looking at something a little bit negatively when you don't need to be? And something to do with communication. Is this being communicated, whatever communication is coming in? Are you feeling sort of quite negative about it? Or the opposite, is communication that is going to go from you. Just be mindful that it doesn't come from a glass half empty position. Okay. So, possible outcome here, we have the Dark Lady and Anastasis. And the Dark Lady, this is about tapping into your inner self, really tapping into the recesses of, you know, where you've come from, of who you are, perhaps tapping into the shadow side of you a little bit, and getting a better understanding of that. Perhaps sometimes we've all got a light and dark side to us, and sometimes the dark side, the shadow side, is trying to dominate, and that's perhaps where the luminous loom comes in, if you've been feeling a bit negative about something. So it's just looking into that. Where is that coming from? Just getting a better understanding, perhaps through meditation. You know, however you tap into your real deep intuitions. You know, where is it the shadow, the negativity comes from sometimes. And see what can be revealed. Because the clarifier is their stasis, and this is about real sparks of energy, sparks of joy, sparks of happiness, when we're feeling really ecstatic about something. But that's a clarifier for the Dark Lady. So, you know, as you dig deep to get the answers to, you know, why you feel as you do sometimes, perhaps. What is it that's holding you back? What is it you're worrying about, perhaps? And you're trying to dig deep and find that out. Because if you can, then you're going to feel sheer joy. You're going to feel so much better and so much lighter, and have these sparks of pure ecstasy. Because, you know, Dove Spirit was asking you to be peace, to become more peaceful within yourself. And also Brown Bear Spirit was saying, take time out now, take time out. As you perhaps, you know, meditate and explore why you are feeling sometimes as you are feeling. What is it that's holding you back from going forward, from expanding in a certain area? Perhaps, you know, really going for what it is you're aspiring to. So a time of reflection, and consideration, which is very much the energy of the retrograde, the retrograde season, and also the eclipses. You know, it's very much about that energy, digging deep, finding out, you know, why we are as we are, You know, what can we let go of? What can we leave behind? What needs to be left behind? What needs to go now? Ready for going forward, lighter and perhaps a little bit different. And then what is it your guides would like to say to you now, Taurus? Well, we have topsy-turvies and we have the fawn. And topsy-turvy, this is about perspective. So looking at things in a certain way, perhaps changing the way you look at something. Get a different perspective on something. Because we have the fawn and there's a clarifier. And the fawn is, you know, the energies that are coming down for you now. This is like being in the groove of your life when things are really starting to take off and really very meaningful and everything's happening for a reason. But being in your power and having a really good connection with the universal energies and the earth energies, and it's just flowing through you. It's just flowing through you. And you know, this is going to help you with your perspective, with your outlook at this time and going forward. Your perspective, I feel, is going to change a little bit. How you see things is going to change a little bit. And I do really feel that the universal and the earth energies are really surrounding you now, Taurus, and are going to help you go forward and walk away, leave what's not serving you any longer. And for some of you it is about maturation, about growing up. And I say that in the kindest way. I'm not saying you're immature, but we all get to a period in time in our lives when we surge forward, you know, and sometimes it's difficult to leave certain things behind. Certain energies behind, certain ways of being, ways of thinking, ways of operating. But it's necessary, you know, it's part of our life's, our soul's journey. But, you know, lovely energies here for you, Taurus. I'm going to get 2 final messages for you. Could we have 2 final messages for Taurus, please? 2 final messages for Taurus from the Sacred Traveller. Right, we've got impasse here, reflect and redirect your energy, and we have wondrous universe, walk in beauty. Impasse. So we can see the path here, this is the journey you're on, and there's a wall across it, you can't carry on. And I feel that's very much what the rest of your reading is saying. This is a time of change. This is a time of you can't carry on. For some of you, that journey, the journey you've been on, or your energy or your outlook or your perspective, whatever it is, has coming to an end now. There's a wall across it. The universe is not going to allow you to carry on in the same way, in the same direction. You're going to have to change direction. Redirect your energy, reflect, and then redirect your energy. All right, 'cause I think there's an impasse here coming up or around you at this time, and you're probably feeling it now. If you're not feeling it now, it's coming in. And here we have the universe has got your back. This is all about the planets, what's going on with the planets, with the universe. But it's a beautiful, magical thing. All right, and we are a part of the stars. We're part of the planets, part of this wonderful universe. on this beautiful planet we call Earth, our home. And it's magical and it's beautiful. And it's here for you, Taurus. And it's working its wonders with you, and it's working its magic with you. And it just wants you to know that. Fabulous. I'm going to leave that with you then now, Taurus. I hope you've enjoyed the reading. It's a lovely reading. But good luck going forward. I hope you can join me again in the future. And bye-bye for now.